Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Am I just gonna die? Oh, what the hell? Was that last one like the maximum roll and this one's the minimum roll? Or
Well,
was
he
the other
hit
one...
you with it when you weren't at max up.
Did he?
Yeah, he scratched you first.
Oh.
You sleep powdered. Then he
Wait,
did it.
but I healed with Dream Eater.
How did you?
Yeah, I healed up back up with Dream Eater.
Okay, I have no idea.
Maybe it was a crit and I didn't notice, or I don't know.
Yeah, it can do a thing that will kill you. They will.
Yes. I don't...
Flamethrower can't kill you in one hit.
Does that mean he can predict the ranges of the AI knows the ranges that are going to happen? I got a comment on one of my most recent Final Fantasy V videos saying that a guy like saw a Japanese guys like talking about like ranking the jobs and how apparently... Wow, nice. The Japanese people apparently don't think very highly of... What?
Why are you fighting this?
I just want to catch it.
Oh.
I'm here to grind and also to catch more Pokemon. How the fuck did I just miss 2 sleep powders in a row? 97% accurate, by the way. Anyway, it said like magic isn't very like highly looked on, which honestly doesn't even surprise me that much because looking at like Japanese Smash Bros. Players' tier lists, I think that they just are contrarian by nature. It's like, oh, if people... Like, if I think that something is good, that means it actually isn't as good as it seems. Like how, for a long time in Smash 4 and Smash Ultimate, a lot of top Japanese players' tier lists just were like, who won the last tournament, that's the best character in the game. Like, who came in second, that's the second best character in the game. Like, a lot of their tier lists just look like that. That's why, like, Zero Suit Samus was looked at very highly, is because there's, like, one really good Zero Suit player in Japan, but everyone else in the world basically thinks it's like, yeah, she's good, but she's not that good.
The top tier had Wario and Zero Suit Samus.
Yeah. Wario, I have no idea. If there was, I think the only top Wario was Abadango, but I think he eventually switched off of Wario because Wario sucks ass in that game. But my point is that, magic is extremely powerful in Final Fantasy V. I don't think there's... Like, even if black magic kind of falls off against Neo X Death and, like, white magic can be done better by the blue mage, it's still, like, really fucking good. Like, time magic is amazing, summon magic is amazing. Oh yeah, actually the comments started with the fact that the chemist isn't looked at very well because it's mostly mix that's amazing and not the chemist itself, which is, you know... Because that made me think about the difference between Red Mage and Chemist, because they're both defined by one ability, but my next thought was that, like, Red Mage is just, like, straight up not good after a certain point in the game, but Chemist, even without Mix, is still a pretty good class. Like, Drink is pretty good because you can just double your HP, give yourself haste, protect, all that, for quote-unquote free. It has double the power of items, so a 1000 HP recovery high potion and 80 MP potion, or 80 MP recovery ether. So I think that's the difference in what makes like a good job separate from the things that it learns.
I think those SpongeBob magic cards came out, so it sucks.
SpongeBob magic cards? Did you tell me about this? I thought the most recent one was the Street Fighter ones.
I don't know.
Are you making stuff up?
No, that's real.
Okay.
I saw somebody say that Hasbro is essentially choking their golden goose to death because they probably realize that Magic the Gathering is like their most profitable thing by a lot, and are just trying to Fortnite-ify the fuck out of it until it's dead.
Yeah, just don't even worry about theming anymore, just crossovers, that makes money.
It's just very funny, like, how it started as joke My Little Pony cards that are not tournament legal, and now it's half of all sets that are made are crossovers.
Actually half?
Yeah.
Is it like every other one? It just alternates?
Yeah,
Wow.
I think so.
When did crossover stuff start becoming like really big? Is it related to like the multiverse thing that the MCU made popular?
Maybe.
Or put into high gear? Or multiverse, like, not necessarily multiverse, just like, you know, the MCU in general. The concept of the, like, MCU movies, all these different characters coming together. Or is it, like, Smash Bros being so popular as a game, does
Could
that...
be people seeing how anticipated and watched Smash reveals are. People want a piece of that.
But instead of like, oh shit, they put Banjo-Kazooie in Smash Bros, it's, oh shit, they put SpongeBob in Magic the Gathering. Which does not have the same impact whatsoever.
The funny thing about, like, with Smash Brothers, the whole point of it is that it's a crossover. There's no, like...
OCs.
There's original
There's
characters,
no Rain
but
Dog.
they're not important. Magic, it is an established world, and now SpongeBob is just in it.
There's a guy that does, I think it's on Twitter, it's a guy who like posts the bacon number equivalent for Ryu. Where it's like, how many steps do you have to go to get to Ryu?
Yeah.
Mario has a fucking, even with all these levels, it's still a fucking one-shot sometimes. That other one must have been the lowest possible roll if I survived with like 30 health, but I'm still getting one shot after using all my rare
It's gonna
candies.
kill you until your save file gets deleted.
I wish if he would fucking stay asleep for more than 2. Isn't the maximum sleep turns like 5? They keep changing sleep in every game.
I thought it was 2 to 5. Even in Magic itself, its own worlds that aren't crossover, it's getting weird and like tropey. One of the things about Magic that's kind of interesting is that you don't have to like read the novels or whatever to sort of lightly understand the story of what's happening based on the cards. Like, this character is this, and then there's another card that's like their gravestone, and you're like, okay, I guess they died. Whatever. But then now a bunch of sets are just like, here's all the characters you like, they're all in the same world for no reason. Also, they're all detectives this time. It's just a bunch of shit like that.
It's interesting, at least.
Because what happens here is that you beat Gary and he's like, fuck you, and then he just goes in and becomes the champion.
Yeah, some of his Pokemon aren't evolved. I think in like original Red and Blue, half his team isn't evolved. Like at this fight, he has a Growlithe, a Rhydon, a Rhyhorn, and an Execute. So he levels his Pokemon up like 10 times and evolves everything somehow. Okay, there we go. I mean, maybe he'll use a full restore or something. Okay, no. There we go. I think a big part of it is just that nostalgia is just a big thing right now. Like nostalgia baiting member berries. I think the South Park thing is called.
Seems like before the 2000s or whatever, crossovers just happened because like asset reuse or whatever. Like all the Hanna-Barbera crossovers, just like, well, we're just fucking gonna draw all of them anyway. Just put them in the same thing.
We have the cells. Fuck it.
Like the first Smash Bros. Is just like, I don't know, making Mario.
I mean, that's the whole reason why those 4 secret characters exist in the first game. They're all just similar enough to the other guys. If this Gyarados wakes up and flamethrowers me, I'm not going to be happy. I am going to want to get another tiny mushroom so I can get my Silver Wind back. I don't really want Giga Drain for the entire run.
I saw a thing. Was I talking to you about Twitter bios that say DNI? I saw one that was like Team Rocket and it said twerps DNI. I forgot that they say twerps because I always associate twerp with
Fairly Odd Parents.
Yeah, Vicky. That show is actually bad, I think.
Just like all of it.
I remember I used to watch it as a kid because it was just there. But then I went back when I was older and I watched a couple of episodes and it was like not good.
They don't have this guy in the water anymore. He's on the beach. I liked Fairly Odd Parents a lot as a kid, and then I tried to I just randomly watched an episode of it when I was much older, like a young adult. It was like one of the newer episodes. I was like, God damn, everyone is just screaming in this show. Like even their normal, Timmy's normal just talking voice is like borderline screaming. I know that Cosmo's voice in like the pilot was way lower pitched and like his character in general is just a lot more different. But I'm kind of curious, there's a part of me that wants to go back to season 1 and just watch a few episodes and see, was it always this high-pitched and annoying?
You know what show is good, bro? Tough Puppy.
That's one of the other Butch Hartman shows, right?
Yeah, that's one I legitimately haven't seen since I was like 10.
I have never seen an episode of it. It came on after I think I came on after I stopped watching TV.
There's a place like this in La Mulana.
Don't talk to me about La Mulana.
I've been playing La Mulana since December, And
It's April now. It's
yeah.
420 actually,
Oh,
unironically.
yeah, it is. Anyway, I've been playing La Mulana for 4 months. My save file just hit 100 hours, which means that it's the longest game I've ever played.
That is
'Cause
so sad.
My previous longest game was Persona 5 at 99 hours. The thing about Persona 5 though is that stuff was happening the whole time. I've had lulls of up to 15 hours of gameplay in a row where nothing happens in La Mulana.
I don't understand how you can keep playing that game.
I have to I have to gain gamer omnipotence. If I beat the game, I will become...
You're gonna beat the game and then you're gonna be like, well, time to kill myself. Like,
No, honestly, I already know what I'm going to do after I beat it. I'm going to play it again on Wii on hard mode.
this is a hard mode? What could it possibly change?
I don't know. I'm scared though because the bosses are fucking hard sometimes.
There's bosses, there's combat. Combat beyond just like hitting people with a whip.
I'm really extremely impressed with like what it is, how
nightmare.
dense it is, how decent of a job it does at looking like could be a Sega Saturn game.
Is that what it's supposed to look like?
Yeah, it's supposed to look like a 32-bit era game.
Are you actually getting close to the end?
I think so. I think I've killed 6 out of the 8 bosses.
Is that the goal? To beat all the bosses?
Honestly, who fucking knows?
I would hope you do, considering you've been playing it for 100 hours.
Stuff just kind of happens, and then you every so often remember that there's a goal. I always thought that La Mulana was this very like quiet, artsy, like Jonathan Blow-ass game.
But now
it's
you
not.
know better.
Everyone who talks like a fuckface in that game. Everybody is crazy.
What does that mean?
Like when you go to Zelpud's room, half the time he's like, where are my chicken nuggies?
What?
But like the 2008 equivalent of that, so he says like, oh, I'm trying to play a shooter game. There's no shooter games anymore.
What?
Or
I
like,
didn't know that.
You learn all this lore about these ancient people that have long passed, and then you like go into a door. There's just one of them there, and he's like, "Hey, it's kind of cramped in here."
What the hell?
I don't get why there's so much. I don't mind it, but it's weird how there's so much joking around. Like whenever you pause the game, your character really quickly eats a plate of curry and then falls asleep. With those kinds of games, I'm always curious if there'll be a thing where if you try to do something without having done the thing that teaches you about it yet, it'll like make fun of you.
That kind of thing goes up dramatically the closer to Undertale's releases. There's a lot of that in 999, because you're supposed to replay the game a lot, so the game kind of knows, oh, you're going to be doing these puzzles over and over, so the character's going to be like, how the fuck do you know that? I don't know. Are you going to play La Mulana 2? I know you said you're going to play the WiiWare version, but...
Someday. I can't anytime soon. I just can't.
I hope that someday you play a game that I recommend to you.
I already have.
Name one.
Pokemon White.
Okay, name two.
Pizza Tower.
Did you play that because I recommended it?
Both you and Roman did. More so you, though.
Man, the whole game was cakewalk up until Victory Road. What the fuck happened?
Just Charizard.
There's been 2 trainers, and they both have majority fire types. So if you pick Blastoise, you fucking apparently are you're good to go. You know, with all the stuff that you have told me about La Mulana, it makes me think of Cave Story and how that game's true ending is pretty notoriously stupid to get. But that like pales in comparison to La Mulana, because at least Cave Story is only like a 10-hour game at most. If you fuck up getting the best ending, you just, you know, fucking try again. Just restart the game and do it better. Not to mention that the re-releases of Cave Story have made getting the true ending a little less annoying. Any of the puzzles that have happened recently, have you solved them like organically?
Yeah, most of them.
You haven't gotten like overt hints from...
That one I just mentioned, I kind of did, because apparently it's an infamous one. What it is, do you want to know?
Yeah, go for it. I'm never gonna play this game.
Okay, like skip ahead 30 seconds if you want to hear. Basically, there is a place where, after identifying what this like statue is pointing at and stuff, and like figuring out what all the hints are pointing to, you go to where the statue's pointing at, and there's a pot there. Like this pot will like destroy it. No, that doesn't work. What you have to do is you have to get on top of the pot and press down like it's fucking Super Mario Bros. 2 when you go into it. It's just for no reason.
I assume there's nothing else like that in the entire game.
As soon as I saw that the guy was pointing at the pot, I was like, oh, because a long time ago I accidentally saw an achievement description, because that game's achievements, if you just look at them, they're kind of spoilery, that said dove into a pot. And I was like, what is that, an ability you get at some point? No, it's just that one time. And then because it's Llama One, it doesn't even really like lead you to some like directly to an item or whatever. It leads you to a place where you activate like 2 mini bosses that appear somewhere else, and then destroying those mini bosses lets you weigh down platforms that lets you get an item that lets you walk through other statues. Anyway, I feel like I'm close to the end because I have like almost all the item slots filled up.
And you solved the most important puzzle, going down the pipe like it's Mario Bros.
I think there's a puzzle in the game where if you don't do it right the first time, you just can't do it again for the rest of the save file. Because it gives you an optional item.
What does the item do?
I don't know. I thought I knew how to solve it. I opened up like 5 different calculator processes. I was like, I got it, and then I didn't get it.
How are you gonna make a 100-hour puzzle game and then make one-time only puzzles?
Well, it's really easy to reload your save. Like, even though I have 100 hours on Steam, my save file says like 35.
Because you've reloaded so much?
Yeah.
Basically what's happened to all these Pokemon playthroughs. You know, I think the most ridiculous example of that is Lost Kingdoms, where that game only tracks your game time when you're in a stage. So when you beat the game, your save file will say you've only been playing for like 1 hour and 50 minutes. That is not an exaggeration. But the game is like 6 hours long because most of it is spent in menus because it's a card game. Anyway, this is unrelated to what you're saying. Would you play Fez? I think you should. Just would you?
I don't know. I've actually thought about it.
From what I know about Fez, I remember... Man, I was there from the fucking beginning with Fez and Phil Fish, because a friend of mine is a huge fan of it. It was originally a console-only game because Phil Fish was like, Fez is not coming to PC. It is a game you play on your console, on your Xbox, you sit on your couch like you're a kid again. Or whatever. I mean, his exact phrasing I can't remember, but he was like... He definitely was known for saying, like, Fez is not coming to PC because it's a console game where you sit on your couch. But then eventually, obviously, it came to Steam, and then I bought it when it went on sale. And I played it for a few hours. I already knew some of the puzzles because from knowing the things that my friend played it, he like, because I thought I'd never play it because I didn't think it'd ever come to Steam, he was always showing me, like, these weird puzzles. Then I eventually played it, and I was like, yeah, this game's okay. But then as soon as I came to a puzzle that was even moderately annoying, or required me to backtrack like halfway across the world, because the world is just so interconnected, and I didn't unlock any fast travel, if there is any, I just like immediately gave up. But considering that you're still into La Mulana, you might like it.
Well, the thing is, La Mulana, you can like teleport around.
I assume that Fez has a teleport system, I just don't know for sure.
Have you ever played Braid?
Yes, actually. I think I got it in a Humble Bundle. I played it for an hour, and I almost immediately got stuck. I got, I think, past the first world. I don't really give a shit about Braid. I'm, like, fascinated by Jonathan Blow, though. He, like, streams, and he's just, like, mad all the time. It's extremely... It's just fascinating that he's, like, so pretentious and yet so angry all the time. Okay, the way that always told me about this clip, I thought it was edited, but it's actually in a, like, documentary about the making of Braid or something. It stars Jonathan Blow. He's, like, talking about how people didn't get Braid, and it's, like, intercut with clips of Soulja Boy shit-talking the game, where he's like, man, you playing as this dude? He's like Mario? He jump around like Mario? He's dressed up... Why is he dressed up like that? And he just like falls off a cliff and rewinds it, and him and all his friends just like burst out laughing. Just the contrast with that and Jonathan Blow like trying to be all artsy and introspective is just hilarious. The way that it's edited makes it seem like it's a YouTube edit for comedy, but no, it's real.
You just walk around jumping on shit. It look like that.
They're not seeing the most important thing.
What else did Jonathan Blow make? He made The Witness, right? I played The Looker. That game was really funny. I'm like so bad at these kinds of puzzle games, I still had to look up the solutions for the Looker, because there's an overarching puzzle for the entire game that I just didn't get. I had to keep looking up, and every time I looked up the solution, I was like, God damn it, why did I forget again?
Didn't Jonathan Blow play Animal Well?
Yeah, that was or an excerpt of his stream of him playing Animal Well is actually how I found all these highlights of Jonathan Blow being mad at games. And actually, the video of him playing Animal Well that I saw, I actually agreed with him with, where he's like, everything in Animal Well past just beating the game normally is so annoying because the fast travel system is very limited, and traversing the individual areas, there's way too many like one-way points. So like going around is just super annoying. That's why I'm like disappointed I don't like Animal Well more than I do, because I just wish it was a little less annoying to play.
I thought that was one of those games, like a Long Lana game where it takes forever.
It is, in that there's like several layers to it. There's like just beating the game, which is the normal, like it's pretty easy, like even I can do it kind of puzzle. Then below that, or above that, there's getting all the secret eggs, which just involves looking at your map, seeing like where you haven't explored yet, and just going there. There's a fuck ton of eggs. And eventually, like past that, there's like finding all the secret rabbits, which I only ever found one, and that one is in plain sight, so it doesn't really count. And then beyond that, there's like ARG shit, where I've heard that part of the puzzle is that every single game has like one piece of a million character long code.
Yeah.
So you have to actually like combine efforts with other players to find the full code. And at that third or fourth level, that's where it gets La Mulana-y, I think.